Germany beat Curaçao 7-1 on opening weekend. The United States beat Paraguay 4-1. Canada crushed Qatar 6-0. And yet, three of the tournament's biggest stars, Messi, Mbappé, and Haaland, are all in the same half of the bracket, meaning at least two of them are guaranteed to be knocked out before the final. The 2026 World Cup has 12 groups, 48 teams, and a draw that was designed to keep the top four nations apart until the semifinals. Whether that worked out or whether the group stage already threw surprises nobody saw coming is exactly what we're breaking down today. The draw happened on December 5th, 2025 at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Kevin Hart hosted. Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, and Shaquille O'Neal pulled the balls out of the pot. Rio Ferdinand conducted the draw itself. FIFA seeded the 48 teams into four pots based on the November 2025 FIFA rankings. The three host nations, Mexico, Canada, and the United States, were automatically placed as group leaders in groups A, B, and D, respectively, guaranteeing each of them opened at home. Spain and Argentina, ranked first and second, were drawn into opposite sides of the bracket, as were France and England, ranked third and fourth. This means those pairs cannot meet until the semifinals at the earliest and cannot face each other in the final unless they both get there. Here's how the 12 groups broke down. Group A, Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, and Czechia. Group B, Canada, Switzerland, Qatar, and Bosnia-Herzegovina. Group C, Argentina, Chile, Saudi Arabia, and Denmark. Group D, United States, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. Groups E through L fill out the rest, with Brazil, France, England, Spain, Germany, and the Netherlands all seeded into separate groups alongside a mix of African, Asian, and smaller European nations. The group of death, the group with the toughest average FIFA ranking, was Group I: France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. Three of the four ranked inside the world's top 30. It pairs France, the 2018 champions, with a Norway side built around Erling Haaland and a Senegal team that won the Africa Cup of Nations in 2022. In any previous World Cup, at least one of France, Senegal, or Norway would have gone home in the group stage. In 2026, the format softens that blow slightly. 8 third-place teams advance, so a strong loser still has a path through. But first place still matters. Group winners earn an easier side of the knockout bracket. Finishing second or third means a harder road. The opening weekend produced a few statement results that reset expectations immediately. Germany beat Curaçao 7-1. The United States beat Paraguay 4-1 in their opener. Canada crushed Qatar 6-0 in their second match. And Italy, a 5-time World Cup champion, missed the tournament entirely for the third consecutive time after losing their playoff to Bosnia and Herzegovina on penalties. Iraq returned to the World Cup after a 40-year absence. DR Congo qualified under their current name for the first time. 4 nations, Cape Verde, Curaçao, Jordan, and Uzbekistan, are playing in their very first World Cup. The group stage runs from June 11th to June 27th. Every team plays 3 matches. The top 2 from each group advance automatically. Then the 8 best third-place teams, ranked by points, then goal difference, then goals scored, also move through. That last part is the piece that confuses most new fans. In previous World Cups, finishing third in your group meant going home. In 2026, it might not. If you lose one game but win the other 2, you could still be among the 8 best third-place finishers and advance to the round of 32. This creates a genuinely different tactical reality in the final group game. A team that's already guaranteed to advance might still need to chase a big win to improve their goal difference, because that number could determine whether they get an easier or harder knockout draw. The group stage is never just about qualifying, it's also about positioning. And with 12 groups instead of 8, the bracket math is more complicated than any World Cup that came before. 12 groups, 48 nations, and a draw ceremony where the President of the United States pulled his own country's ball out of a pot on live television. The group stage of the 2026 World Cup is already producing the results, upsets, and storylines that will define the rest of the tournament. By the time the final group matches finish on June 27th, 32 teams will be through, and the knockout bracket that follows will include combinations nobody predicted when the draw was made in December. That's what makes the group stage worth watching even when the scores look one-sided. You're not just watching results, you're watching the shape of the rest of the tournament being decided, one match at a time.